And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game between the Detroit Lions. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
On the double. My 40, my 40. Come to my work. We won.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying, we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Here we go. And Lobo. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball ready. Go.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 40's right there. 40's Mike. Coming in.
2nd and 10. Stepping up, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the shit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick six. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Shoot!
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken at the 18. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Alpha. Now.
Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Screen play, Johnson. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, Orbit. Yep.
On 1st down, Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check. Fresno.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Charlie. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Back to throw here. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This is Breida. And he stopped immediately there. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're going to look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
This is Gordon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go. I 7, let's go. Ready, go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He finds his man Johnson. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On play action, Locke flush to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. He'll get this one to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's got it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On the ready.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Johnson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's get it.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Watch out. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Blue down.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. From the 36, Locke. Open man is Galladay, complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Locke now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He gets this one to Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Now Locke. Johnson's got it complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Delta.
2nd and 9 now. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. On 1st down, it's Gordon. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up, T.
Now a handoff looking right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up. SOS. Check 37.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
40's the mark. Squeeze. Don't let him breathe. There you go.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clelin Ferrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on third down. Locke now on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On first and 10, here's Locke. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Locke now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said,
and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in it. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A lot going to throw it here. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 15, check 15.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ready? 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Johnson running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You don't want it. Check. Check your hot read. Under 10. Fair. Watch twist.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check nickel.
Score. Go. Ready.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
There it is, kid. There it is, baby.
Let's go.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.